Hello. Hello. I have changed a lot of settings with my microphone today. And thank you for the description. 11 months? Astro Wizard, hello. I hope you're doing good, Fletcher. I'm slowly going to be changing a lot of my stream stuff. And so right now it is microphone settings as the first thing that has changed. Mic sounds good. I know how to actually do the mic stuff now. It makes a lot of sense. It's actually like not as crazy as I thought it might be. I basically had most of it anyway. The thing that actually got, well, one, there's still a problem, and that is if I hit the desk, you guys can still hear it, because I turned off the noise suppression, the RN noise suppression, because that gets rid of a lot of what it thinks is non-human sounds, but it sometimes just gets rid of audio in general. So you're probably going to hear the desk a bit more. That's the one thing. Hello, Topa Papeto and Ungalada. Hello. I wanted to start stream a little earlier today so I can actually do things. And maybe do things after as well. Gets rid of 60% of my nonsense noise. Well, noise gate plus expander should do a lot of that as well. It's going to be a little different. I think you'll like trying what I'm using though. So there's a compressor and there's an expander. An expander basically makes it so anything under a threshold gets quieter. So if something's quiet, it'll become even quieter to the point it's not hearable. And compressor, if it's really loud, it'll make it quieter as well. So then if you have a lot of stuff that are really, really loud, it won't go beyond a distance. Also, I'm checking out Twitch's new stream manager visualization thing. It's kind of weird. It's telling me how many subscribers are in my chat. There's like a subscriber specific chat. Yeah, I could press a button and to see only messages from subscribers if I want to. So I can just see Fletcher's messages. That's a little strange. First time chatters, suspicious users, anytimes mentions, returning chatter, raider. Can split up all of the different things. I'm thinking about Fantasy Star again, even though I probably shouldn't. When is Valentine's Day? The 14th? It's actually almost time. I don't know about streaming Fantasy Star. I don't know. I'm feeling a lot more energetic. Hmm. I'm reading messages from 2015 for no reason. Okay. Rainwald is not outputting volume to the correct location. There we are. Yes. Feeling better. I heard you were sick the other day. I don't know where you heard that, but I basically slept from it was like 3 p.m. yesterday to 1 p.m. today, which was weird because I like couldn't go to sleep till like 5 a.m. well, um, and then I fell asleep, and then it was 1 p.m. and I'm like, huh? Iced Toblerone's chat? Did I even tell him that?
They're here. This is bad.
Uh, Hello, Duringer. Hello. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. This new chat visualization thing is interesting. I'm just kind of poking around it. Okay, let's stop poking the thing. Let's actually stare at the thing we want to stare at. For some reason, nothing's getting captured. Okay. Rain World is so big because the capture for Metal Gear had to be so small. Hmm. Realizing, is the filter for this not there? No. There it is. Is the filter for this there? Yes. Okay. Oh, I was almost thinking of doing the same run that Saren's doing, but I think it would be better if I don't do a run that they've been doing and doing it much better than them. Although now that they're doing it, I'm like, I want to do that run. I want to do Survivor Intended Percent again, too. So yes, I do want opinion from people. How do you feel about the mic? And hello, Regon. Did runs go well today? And I hope that... Think you need more timers? You're right. This is actually one less than I usually do. I just have this sit here because I like seeing it. I still like seeing everything. I mean, you're like, it's cluttering that there's a lot of stuff up there, but you also had the never fade, which I feel like the having it fade makes it really not that visible at all. It's okay. You can have the right now I want the Legacy timer to stay there. We're probably going to change that soon. Just we need to go through a few things, and it'll be obvious why when it does happen. But yeah, we don't care about this one anymore. We'll just keep it existing because we can. Change of colors. Slug life. Hello, sneak dog. Speed time. Shmee. I added one recently, didn't I? This one's cool. If y'all do modded stuff, I think this one's fun. This Ultra Kill style region titles. There's something about it. There was something else I thought was cool. Not drip mod. Where's the real drip mod? The one with the jacket. That's the one I want. I feel like that exists. I saw Pebbles with the jacket, and now I need that. And oh my beloved. That audio works. Audio for like follows and stuff still goes through game audio, which I maybe should change that. Okay, we're gonna play now. I am gonna make sure that setting's on, actually. As much as... Oh yes, Regon, what do you think about not allowing... Here's the problem I have right now. Rivulet not allowing no randomized cycles. I don't know. Because then there's the... Why don't we just allow no randomized cycles for all runs? Kinda... The opposite side of it. It's not something I care to change. Can make it to the wall show with 2 pips remaining, yeah. But that's like... You guys know that... If I spend a long time... Like, next 2 weeks, like, really doing Rivulet, I could probably also get that. But... We're probably the only 3 that are ever gonna have the ability to do that for a very long time. So be 1/4 chance, yes. Which, the whole point is to not ever have to reset. Also, I assume because you get to be so fast on the cycle to the heart from Pebbles, that cycle ending doesn't matter either, although I'm not sure. I've always had a problem with it, although I know I'm not as fast in that section. Because that was the other half of it. I always worry about it too much. I need to make all that section a lot better. I think no randomizer should stay, yeah. Struggling like a chimney cycle. Oh yeah, that's the other part of it. Just like for a while we're like, we need it just to get to the chimney shot there. It's like, oh, we can go here too. Cool, let's do that. Anyone just doing Rivulet's gonna be like, this is the worst run, what's happening? So, I'd like people to be able to just play the game. And then there's the other side of, why don't we just allow it for every run? I don't know if that matters. You'd have to take the safety shelters, yes. I'm just not sure what to do with the hello constructed cynicism. Because I almost want to say yes. and make it so you can... It's not available at all, but there's still the... Oh, there's still... Like, doesn't matter. And it would just hurt new people playing. That's all I see it doing. Just like, oh, it's just... Now the rules is the same for everything. And now no new person will ever run Rivulet. That's all I see. That's why I'm not for it, personally. But then there's, yeah, doing it for every single one. All river guys want to do the same exact cycle. Yes. I don't know how I feel. Well, I don't know anything about the other Rivulet runs. Because I feel like you want to immediately go to... I need to move my chat, because I can barely read it right now. That did not help. I don't know if we should allow it for all the Rivulet runs, because everyone just wants to go get the ball and take it out immediately. For at least 100%. Pilgrimage and story, you're probably... Well, Pilgrimage, you're probably fine with getting away with it. Do the thing. Okay. Maybe there's not useful. I failed to do the thing. Just do it on the left shelter, not the right one. Oh, that's unfortunate. Where's the second one? There it is. Go away. Snailer. Oh, I thought I was high enough. The one starting RNG cycle? Yeah. That's why it's also like, I don't know. Ooh, unfortunate pole grab. That wasn't a very good cycle, but I'm kind of just talking right now. For a lot of these things, I just want to see more. But that... I didn't say it before, but that's kind of my reason. I'm still thinking about it, because I almost just want to say yeah. But I'm also like, oh, why wouldn't we want to do that? And it would kind of hurt everything else. I kind of want to see people turn on pre-cycles. And then use the manipulation that now exists, so you get a 100% chance to get a pre-cycle next cycle. Why does that guy seem bigger than usual? Maybe that's just me. Because that might be a thing. Just having really, really long cycles. Oh. Cycle variance rarely matters. The one run where it's mattered a lot is intended. And no one does that run right now. I don't know what other runs it might matter off the top of my head. Did I do a King Vulture's communication array? I can't believe it. Yeah. That is so ridiculous. Oh. Oh. Oh, I thought I was the Batfly boost at the wrong time. I should try the pounce there. That's fine. I never know which pipe to go through. I didn't do the boost again, whatever. Yeah. I guess that's the other thing. We'll see if people ever use the manipulation. I do think the movement's great for Rivulet. Rivulet has the most going on mechanically. And I do think it's the best run. Just having the ability to do wall pounces really did it a lot for me. Hello, Mini Toasty as well. What happened to your mic quality? I talked to Snipey about it. We went over it. Do you like it? Everything's changed. You don't like it? But how? Why did I jump it like that? You sound much more present, if that makes sense. Give me the deeds to DM me on Discord if you want to go over mic settings, because I understand how to do it now. The basic idea is I now have a compressor and an expander. I've changed a few of the settings for the stuff I already had as well. I'm gonna turn the game volume down. I also have my microphone so it doesn't have a preamp going. Where would you want a pre-cycle though? I don't know. Someone's gotta figure that out. Maybe Spearmaster stuff. I did that so wrong. Wow. Pre-cycle's only a score run thing. I can kind of see that. Because pre-cycles kind of make it more annoying at times. There's probably some really strange place to do it that actually helps. Because if you're indoors, it just doesn't matter. You just get more time. Keep grabbing poles. And I really don't want to. It could flood. I've not noticed that really be an issue. It should be rainbow flashing too. Yes. I did turn on rainbow flashing for the first time for if I get a gold split. However, I'm not actually using splits. The best run in the game? Yes. Except for that slide. I hate that tentacle. I hate him. I think Saint's kind of cool, personally, but it's kind of just the same thing for just a really long time. So hello, Ice Browns. Please. The best part, it doesn't end in depths. That's the best part. Anytime a run's actually fully unique. It's better than Spearmaster. There's a lot of things better than Spearmaster. Oh. I do want to see people do runs with Spearmaster, but you have passage with key items on. I feel like that would be more interesting because there's so much less time that you have to carry the pearl around. Also wish you went to more interesting places as Spearmaster. I feel like Spearmaster could have some cool arbitrary run. I feel like we need an intended percent for Spearmaster to make it cool. Or we just enforce a route you have to do. Because there's a lot of cool places in Spearmaster. Stretch, I don't know right now. I could turn my desk into a standing table. Must go to garbage waste. I don't know if we do that. Why are all three of those just on each other? I hate doing the wall pounce on this second one, so I will not be doing it. Please. Well, that's just unfortunate. Just Hunter Plus when you run a category is what you sign up for. How did I not get both the rock and the spear? I'm gonna pause when I touch the ball and then stand up for stretching. Also, I do want to know, this next room... It is this next room, right? Yeah. This next room, how do you get through it consistently when gravity's off? I'm always not sure. I feel like I need a spear. This room right here. Well, I was hoping I wouldn't be going at an angle. Please, sir. You don't need any objects for the room? It keeps feeling like I have trouble jumping across. At least I keep accidentally grabbing the floating thing in the middle. Alright, I'm standing up. You don't need any gravity anywhere other than gravity on for the cell? I don't know what you mean by gravity on for the cell. Because I know you can make it the whole way without gravity. Just that room, I feel like I don't do right. Like if you're 0G getting this room, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what you meant. Please. Hunter speedruns are pretty good. Spillmaster story is about the twine. I'm saying we should do an intended percent. Grab the floaty thing and let go immediately to go grab the pole. Then jump. Unfortunate. With key items, what people said no, I mean, is it better? You can wall pounce with gravity off, is what you're saying. Gravity, real gravity happening, not 0G. You can wall pounce, is what you're saying. Please backflip. Thank you. Maybe I should go down the left one. I should have ate another food so I could starve, because I know I'm gonna die here. I'm just gonna practice it a bunch of times. That's fine. We're going fast, yeah. There's nothing we can do about the 0G being random. That I'm aware of, at least. Maybe there is something like you can sleep at a certain time at the wall, and then it'll seed it. But then everything has to be just so perfect getting up to that point, probably. If it's like global cycles or something. Maybe it's when you activate the region, like when you first enter it. Should submit Rivulet to Indie-thon. I've barely run since October. Didn't I already... Wasn't the last one I did Rivulet at Indie-thon? Wasn't it Indie-thon that I did it at? I already forget. I think it was Indie-thon. My D-Inspire just did 50-50 roll. Didn't feel confident in the roll. Submit again. It is different. Well, I didn't do that right. Not jumping under it, not feeling it. Got a slop in both runs. It was kind of funny. 0% chance as well. What does that mean? What's going on here? Yeah? Getting forced to spawn. What region did it spawn in that has 0%? I don't think there really is any with 0. Five pebbles? What? I know Metropolis has 1%. That's why I was kind of questioning it. Bottom wall shelter, I think there's also like 1%. I am not doing this right, but that's fine. Child was doing pebbles %. I need to learn the drop down there. Please don't go through. Why are you even there? We're gonna have to wait for him to go through. He knows I'm there now. There we go. Oh. Didn't want to go that far left. That's fine. It's less fine. These drops scare me. I'm starting to learn it more. Just gotta know where to fall, and it's consistent at that point. The second drop to me is the scary one because the platform juts out farther than all the other ones. So you have a chance just to hit the ground and then die. I want to die to that. I also jumped wrong. I've died enough times to those falls now. Am I going down?
See you in my nightmares.
Oh! Hello, Shrub. Thank you for a subscription. That didn't feel right. I believe. Realize I want emotes. Well, now that you're in the Discord as well, you get to use them anywhere on Discord too. Oh, good. But thank you for subscription. It means a lot. I don't know what to do for speed in this tunnel. It feels like you should be able to do something, but the water just makes it so annoying. Okay, that was weird. Also, if y'all have a suggestion for animated emote, I want to know. I want to know. Also, I died on this next kelp last time, so I'm going to turn the ball on. Still don't know how I died. Literally never happens. Probably do wall pounces all up this. Died here several times before. The spiders? I've died to the spiders before. That's why I eat a neuron now. The neuron makes it so they do not kill you. Do one with cell on. Wasn't sure about there being a good place for that. Do I slide here or here? So we'll slide here. Okay. I need to check what you do for a lot of stuff, because I know a lot of stuff's different from what I remember. I just want to get used to the general route first, because I've only finished one run of this so far, and it was not good. So this is my first one that's like, okay. I need to eat one food so I can starve, in case I don't make it in time. So I will do that. Dinner at the top of the shelf, like 1 second. Okay. Wall pounce in the corner. Do you want the ball on during that? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Do you do anything special with kelp? It's not where I wanted that to go. It's not where I wanted that to go. It's not where I just wanted to eat one. Sarah getting a taste of speedrunning. They said they were gonna do one, and then they're like, alright, we're gonna do one more. And then it's been like 5 attempts more. Why did I go to the left? Funny movement you do. I've generally had it down, but I had him straight up grab me. Like, just lean over the moment I touched the water, and then grab me when I splashed. Okay. Okay. Not had that problem. So now I'm worried about that. Never had him do that before. New fear unlocked. Yes. He can decide if he wants to. Why are all of you here? I was gonna jump up the left side with the ball on, but I'm not doing that now. You had to turn the ball on earlier for that. You swim faster just by boosting, right? Without the ball. Ball's good for turns. To me, at least. Jump scare me out of the pipe, instantly bite me. That's like anywhere for any lizard, though. But yeah, that's not a good spot either. Miros Vulture can be annoying. Oh, here's the fun one. If you ever do Saint, the Miros Vultures. So if 2 of them happen to spawn above you, they can grab each other and then fall at mock speeds down any of the pipes that are like the swimming pipes in Shoreline, where you can kind of get them in like the kind of underground area. Both of them fall directly on top of you, and then they let each other go because they've hit the water, and now they both bite you. You had no chance. It happened to Wreck during his casual run, and I still think about that. So they just drop potted down instantly and then killed him, and there was literally nothing he could do. If you go to Wreck's channel, that's still one of the... Oh, goodness. I had it, too, and then I wall pounced. Okay. Nice. Dying to that kelp seems like it would be horrible. Please no jetfish. My worst enemy is eel lizard. Have you experienced the eel lizard in this area, CC? I'll do it. Hello, the 5 Pebbles. There seems to be multiple versions of you around. There's not 5 Pebbles. The 5 Pebbles. The jellyfish of evil. I hit a wall. I'm not going to be able to make the jump. Oh, that guy? Stand right here. The erratic pulse guy is begging at me. But yes, hello, the 5 Pebbles. We're speedrunning Rivulet right now. Dang. Come on. No. Oh. I had it twice. Messed it up. Or hard to reset. Yeah, if you're skipping air, you definitely don't. There we go. And wall jump. I don't like the wall jump. I tried it there for a second and almost had it. But I got it again off the backflip. I felt like I was failing the wall jump more than the setup for the backflip. You have to be slightly on the slope to get the backflip. I don't think I have enough time. If that's the rain coming. No, I don't. That's why we ate the one food. Doesn't feel like I'm moving that so. Oh, it's the eel lizard. He's here for some reason. It's this one eel lizard. He can literally be anywhere. Anywhere during the whole heart sequence or any of these tunnels. Come on. We're gonna be closing here in a second. We'll be back on 30 star. Okay. Sounds good. Goes supersonic. He does whatever he wants. Hello, Capu Trap. But seeing him in any of those one wide pipes is terrible. I don't think I'm gonna skip the air in any of my runs. How come in the top right it doesn't show my unlocks? Is it always like that? Air skip's really easy with practice. I should do that. But I really don't want to. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, the eel's the worst part. I think air skip helps a lot for if I don't starve there. Which right now is the problem. I always forget which side it's on. Is it this side? Yes. Don't really want to boost when starved. Still going to, though. It's because silly jump. Yeah, it was mostly because of that. But it still would have kind of been close. I always am late right when I get to that room. Like, the song always ends right there. Also, I forgot to eat the karma flower, but that's fine. Also, if you have the glow, you can see where you are in the pipe. It does seem kind of random how far back you are. Which is a little strange. More consistent with practice. I kind of just haven't done it in a while. Is the other thing. So I need to do both versions. This is an okay run. I also stopped to eat food. Sick! I love this. I probably would have been fine, but... Also, do you know about the... He can't get you? I didn't... You can kind of get stuck on his body if he, like, curls as you're going into him. So there's still, like, a small chance you die. So I just think about that. Pull down your roll off. A funny man. He doesn't block by you, never kill him. Yeah. They run away from their problems. I got martyr because I starved that one time. Forgot what I was gonna say. There was something else. Oh, do you know about the... I don't know. I feel like I tried it and I didn't really get it. Apparently, if you really spam jump in water as Rivulet, you get the boost constantly without losing air. It seems really unwieldy. And I haven't been doing that. Can't get it. I feel like I don't get it consistently, at least. It just seems not right. Or it doesn't exist. And I'm just doing whatever. You just don't boost. Yeah, so there might be a speed in which you do it. You can mash faster as Rivulet than any other character to boost in water. But I do hate how the timer stops there. Because it's whenever Moon's AI loads in. But it's fine. I'm gonna DM someone about that, actually. Like the timer stopping there. I feel like it's better to go on when you don't have any more inputs. So when you enter the room. Give it, I messed it up in my run. Alright. That was a good run for not doing this for a long time. Still at 35, but that's mostly because I have to starve. Cutscene is 6 minutes. Nice. Is that all cutscenes or just this one? Or it's just Moon talking? Like when it moves on to different areas. All of it? Okay. You don't hold jump during broadcast. Alright. Can SQ out of this? What does that mean? Moon trash talk dudes? This is a Metal Gear sequence? Stop tab, what's going on? We just finished game. Save quit? Yeah. When the in-game timer is done, it's just done. So, when you... Just make sure you enter Moon's room. So I don't have to show up the objectives? No. Because as long as you've visually shown it. Just gonna let that keep going. I do not need to see that. It's the same for swimming into the void. The moment you hit the threshold where The in-game timer stops ticking. You just quit out. Do that same for Saint. That also keeps your item that you kept in your stomach. Make verifying easier. Well, we can see every time you do a load zone, that'll do the stats. I don't really have a problem. I know for percentage of just how much is completed, it's definitely better. I'd still like, when you're doing a run and you get your new best, I'd just finish it and then show us it anyway. But I'm really not going to worry about it. It's as bad as Void Sea, yeah. No, I wouldn't worry about it, because I know that's an issue. It's better it's at the end. That's me. Yes. I'm trying to message someone about stuff. There is one thing for in-game timer that I'm not sure about that I kind of want to test. This is mostly for Spearmaster people. I heard that you could pause during Spearmaster when Moon's talking. Have her bar fill up of all the text they were talking in that dialogue box. Then unpause, then let it finish that dialogue box. Next one starts appearing, and then you pause, you let it fill up, then you go to the next one. I don't really like that. I don't like that. In-game time's less, but there's more real time. Oh, there's more delay. Yeah, I know that. I'm not sure if it's faster either. It's why I want to see something on that. Yeah, I wouldn't want that to happen. Just let it play, don't pause at all. If that's wrong in game time. Okay. Message person about it. Weird. Someone's been having trouble launching their game at all. I've been trying to help them. And someone seems to have figured it out. And it's something I wouldn't have expected. Guess that makes sense. Okay. I am thinking about doing 3D modeling now. Nomad. I kind of want to see this. 33. This isn't too bad with timer fix on. Still like multiple minutes behind. Trying to pull up. Funny. Sick. I was hoping you could do that. Strange. So apparently my Steam is saying I'm playing game blank, which I've never seen before. I recently literally wiped everything with my Rain World. So that might be why. That's very strange. Steam Tuesday? I'm getting that too? Okay.
You are kind of blowing my mind right now.
Oh. Hello, Dreki. Hello. I hope you're doing well. I think I'm gonna stop the Rain World speedrun, but we're gonna move on to 3D modeling. Oh yes, question for people here. I have been thinking of changing my name on Twitch to not have numbers. Notice it's not enabled right now. I turned that off? Okay. I know I deleted some. I didn't think I deleted that one. Erger. I want to change my name on Twitch to not have numbers. Do y'all have any suggestions? I'm adding things back here. there anything else I'm missing? Make me snarled. Okay, I've re-added them. Ice 37. Just ice, just like more justice. I'm not sure. My usual strategy is to try other languages and whatever something that sounds looks neat. That's why I'm not sure. I still want to be iced, of course, but do I add other things on top of it? Hello, Timmy. Hello. I want to get more animated emotes. Can I pay you doubloons to make animated emotes? I need that waving fast emote? Yes. More. More. I have someone making a waving fast for me right now. At least I have asked them for it. I was thinking of asking you for something else. I'm asking the person who made this emote to make that one, but right now they might be busy, so that'll probably be the only one they can make. So I want to see what else exists. That's why I ask you. Drink water. Because I will have a lot of... I don't have any slots for my... I didn't get any slots for normal emotes. So I still can't add all the other ones I have. But I did still get a lot of the animated emote slots. Need or me. Don't you have a bunch? You have many emote. I'm going to your channel. Can't escape. I'm clicking on it. You don't have any more slots? I see that. You're full of so many. Full of emote. Angie. I've never seen Angie. 10k bits badge. Okay. Too lazy to make more. Okay. But I can't pay you to make more. I don't know, I'm just saying things. You don't need to respond to that. Hello, muskfish. Fish. Says you need to pay me. I do. I do. I'm paying you in subscriptions on Twitch then. You can't run from that. I'm like wild. Please. Okay. Do like the little white flash as you walk by all the rocks. Ice Slug Cat is pretty great. Snackor. I don't know what I'm reading. I feel it's still gonna be iced. Just like you see a lot of channels that are like Scurry Please, where they just added please at the end of it, or it's like Cade Art, so now it's art. Or like Old Moon, who had Moon OW for Overwatch. Just iced then? I can't just have iced as a name, because there's a COD streamer that has iced as a name. Ice underscore D. No, that doesn't look that good. Ice the Skug. Probably not that. Probably not that. How's I supposed to know that? What does that mean? But also, yeah, you can type in Iced and you'll see their channel. They haven't streamed in a year. The other ice streamer. Yeah. Yeah. We're changing over to 3D modeling. For a little bit, not very long. I don't know what I want to do entirely with today. Ice Dark. Iced. Still gonna be capitalized. Iced. We can game. Game what? I want to play Monster Hunter World later, but that's different. You have an appointment to go to? Okay. Uh-oh, computer. Please come back, computer. I'm playing Rise right now. Rise didn't look as good to me. Also, I still never did everything in World, so I want to do more of World. Okay, it's better now. There's a lot I haven't done in World. I don't even know what a Fatalis is. Hello, Tesla. Blue iced. Nice. But yeah, I've been thinking about a... Think about changing my name to not have a 37 at the end of it. Nice. Looked up a potato again. Hello. Oh. Yes. Silly ice because you're silly. No, you're silly. I'm just pointing it out. Okay. So, the doggy. The doggy dog. White Paws wants me to make this character. I have made the skeleton and named everything. So now we can start the mesh, which every time I have to start a mesh, it's just been so long. This body's not orientated correctly, and it annoys me. This reference is not going to help me much. I already know. Boxoid. Does your OC have a name? The name of my OC that I originally went with is Arky. Arky. This is gonna be rough. I need to look at a lot of meshing tutorials, really. At least I need to again. How do I change this? There we go. I've been thinking about actually watching shows again. Do y'all have any suggestions? This is White Paws. It's not my character. I'm not making my character today. We're just gonna do basic things. It doesn't need to be fully along what it needs to be. Pantalones. I'm doing it too much to the body right now. It needs to go to the bones. This is just supposed to be rough, too. I hate having... The crotch is legitimately the hardest thing to make for me. Because there's so much movement here. And you need to make sure it can bend right. So this initial idea here, I'm deleting all of that. Everything right here needs to be redone. But I'm gonna keep it like that, just so I have something boxed. Ooh. Yeah. So right now, I'm trying something different that I saw in another model. Having the two pelvis bones here. You see this one and this one here? Those two are never going to move, and the whole point of it is to stabilize this lower part of the body. I don't have that on Slugcat, and I don't care to have it, because I'd rather have everything kind of move a lot more. if that makes sense. A little bit too fast. Skugs don't have bones, yes. Oh yeah, I recently talked to Nagi for and they pointed me in the right direction for some stuff. But hello, Sahashi. Hello. We're making white paws. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. Basic idea, we'll leave it like that. Even though it needs some more definition, really, but I don't want to add more vertices right now. This one's the hard part. You stare at the other model. Tunic? It's been Tunic songs this whole time! The first song I played was Tunic, and you didn't notice? That was right when Tesla got here. My music just ended. Hello, Crab. Hello. I hope you're doing well. We're making white paws. I'm bringing up another model right now to see how they make some stuff, just so I could get some ideas. Hello, Evo. Hello. I'm not sure if you saw me make the bones before, but we're doing the start of the mesh now. Right now, I'm just boxing things to see how I feel about it. Is this all one body? Yes. There's some geometry even on the model I'm looking at that I'm not the biggest fan of. Yes, Tuesday's been doing good. Do you have anything on your mic? Yes, I have completely changed how the mic goes. I turned off the music. How does it sound? What do you think about it? It's got a very subtle crackling to it. I never noticed that before when I was testing things. I like where it ended up a bit. You can hear it too. Very subtle though. I don't know how that happens. I wonder if I can just press start record right now. Now I'm recording a little bit. Now I'm stopping this. Now I'm going to talk to myself a little bit. And we're going to hear what you guys are talking about. I didn't hear that before. I wonder if that's just the microphone moving around. The sample rate is lower than it should be. It should be getting compressed Because it is getting compressed. But you're saying it's getting too compressed? Okay, if I turn this off, how does it sound right now? What does this sound like? Did it change at all? No difference. So it has nothing to do with my settings. Your normal mic from before? I turned off the compression. There is a decent gain on it. So what if I do this and then I turn this off and now it's real quiet and now I bring this up. How does this sound? If I talk like this with the microphone like this. Now if I go like this, how does this sound? This is a lot lower. But less so. I don't know why that would be the case unless there's like a loose wire or something, or it's just the whole stand vibrating. Because it was pretty good yesterday. Lower volume does not make up here. Right now, the gain is off. And now, so is the compressor. So now there's literally just a noise gate, expander, and a limiter. And that gets me a lot lower of volume that I should be. I turn the gain back on, and now we're getting this, which is higher volume of pretty much where I should be. I mean, I did a bunch of testing yesterday, and it should be perfect. Let me stop the audio on my end. So if I pull up, okay, I'm listening to my audio from yesterday, and I don't hear any of this. Meanwhile, if I listen to the... It's so obvious. I can hear it. What's happening? Do you still hear it? Is it there? It shouldn't be doing that. Why would it be doing that? I'm turning the compressor back on. Can't hear it with whispers. It sounds like a lower sample rate must be louder volumes. I haven't noticed it when I was talking like this in any of my other clips that I did yesterday. And it really shouldn't be doing that. Stream only thing. I'm also hearing a lot of background stuff that I hadn't normally. Filters, everything's on again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the ASMR stream. We're gonna talk like this now. My sample rate is 48 kilohertz. And I'm pretty sure it's not different see is the same. Just only one place that can have sampling, right? Which doesn't really make sense to me. It's been raining since yesterday. I turned on the sound, so now that'll make sound now. I just realized I'm making this body the wrong way, and I should do a different way. Crackle compressed. Crackle compressed. Crackler. Crackler. Crackle compressed. Crackle compressed. I'm gonna check this again. Press settings. Wait a minute. If I do advanced audio settings on this, advanced audio properties, it doesn't have anything that is not expected, at least at first. By new properties, there's nothing different. Filters is all the same that I had before. Settings, stream settings, output settings for streaming. Audio, 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 audio. I don't see anything that changes audio right now. Unless the audio encoder is doing something. It's the same audio encoder. What? What does that I didn't really notice it in the video you sent, Crab. Actually. I don't know why it would be like that. I know someone sounded like they didn't like it as much, so I need to figure out why that would be that way. Why my mic audio would not be great like it was a little while ago. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Daniel. You mauling 3D Slug Cat? No, we're mauling White Paws today. I've already done all of the Slug Cat. Today we're doing this guy. I'm just boxing some stuff, just see how I feel about it. I think I'm gonna delete all of this actually, and do it again. But this Slug Cat, this is the VTuber that I use. And then I have created all of the base game Slug Cats, all 9 of them, and those are available on Ko-fi. I might go back and edit some of those though. Classic reseat cables. I don't know what that means. But I'm not sure why audio weird, because I did notice what you were talking about earlier. But I wonder if that's an issue of something else, because everything doesn't seem to have changed. As in unplug mic. Unplug mic. Hello? Can you hear me? Is it perfect now? Is it beautiful? It actually is fixed. How about now? Does it sound good now? Right now, how does it sound? Because I just reconnected it to Voice Meter Banana. It's fixed now? What? Might have been a loose connection. Okay. It's a little strange. I don't know why that would be like that. Voice Meter kind of does that, yeah. I didn't restart the audio engine. I just reconnected it in Voice Meter after that. It wasn't connected to Voice Meter. This isn't going through Voice Meter as I can tell, but I have a feeling Voice Meter kind of touches anything anyway. Okay, we're going to hide this because I don't care. Do I have that? Cubular? How does this one look? Is this how I would hope? No, this is not what I thought it was. Never mind. I think I don't have the add-on on. Where? Turn it on. Turn on extra objects. Yes. Aha! Rock generation. Round cube. There we go. Everyone needs a round cube in their life. It's better than normal cube. We need a better one, though. He's beautiful. I love him. It's a little too much. We're gonna make another one. It's like a little too detailed. Oh, there we go.
They're here. This is bad.
Oh, hello, Storm Stripe. Thank you for follow. I'm figuring out how I want to start this. As it's been a while. Although I could probably just continue going with this guy. Why is there just a normal cube there? Die. I'm staring at another model reference on the side, so if it looks like I'm not doing anything, I'm looking at that. But yes, hello. Hope you're having a good day. The thing I'm going to worry about is the hips. Is the biggest thing. I want to worry about the legs and the pelvis and the connection to the hips today. So that's what we're going to try to do. This is not centered. Now it is -0. Where's its origin? Why is it over there? Set origin to geometry. I have to change that again later, but it's better if it's here for now. Put this like here. Let's think about this a little bit. It's gonna depend a lot on how the tail connects here as well. I might need to move these hip bones around, probably a bit higher. The connection to the legs there. Probably this a bit lower. Is what I'm feeling right now. Let's do that. So I can feel good about myself. So I'm thinking the roundness, tail connects there. Hello, I still burns. Hmm. Just thinking of how I want this geometry to go. This has got to be everything here is the front into the crotch is everything down here. And then it's splitting pretty much all of this as the legs. Let's actually make this correctly first. Hello, I pause. Hello. We're making you today. It's the only person I gave multiple hugs to. I am solidly okay. Okay. I feel like this whole thing needs a good subdivision. Now I feel like it's too much. The part I don't like is that I put this line across the middle now. Oh, the way is going to sleep today. There really is a lot going on here. I think we, before the subdivision, need to bring it out. Yeah. It was pretty cold. I mean, it was freezing temperatures, so it is cold. Let's not do it twice. Let's try to smooth this out. I keep accidentally doing like Windows commands I've never done before, and I don't know what's happening. I kind of like that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna give myself half an hour, and that'll be basically an hour worked. Well, I'm gonna put a little bit more on that. Put a timer, and then I'm gonna stop after that because I know it's gonna be a lot more than me just messing with it today. I'm just keep staring at this reference I'm looking at. It's just so much going on. If I add a subdivision modifier, and if I exit this, okay, I like it more when I see this because we're gonna apply this and then we're gonna end up with this. I don't know if I want to work from here though. The biggest points, the most important point is this one. This is the only one I care about. And that needs to be in a good position. Um, I don't know if I want to copy how this other person does it in terms of how many vertices are in between everything. But it might be a good idea, to be honest. I am not going to cut it in half down this way, at least on purpose anymore. I need to move this more to the right is what I need to end up to do, but I just need more vertices overall. Why don't we try this guy out? Just have that there for now. Bring this back up. So what I want to have happen, and what's not happening right now, is that there's a lot of vertices just kind of flowing down into this cross here. So it's just hitting into that, and then it's going around and back up so that we get a lot of detail through the hips and right here, but not a lot going into the legs. So if I stop doing this, how do we feel? Not going to worry about the back too much. This is going to be kind of fun going back and forth. Figuring out what's good here. I feel like I should try this now. Actually, no, I should do it only in the subdivision. So I just add it myself. We don't want to add bands across that if we can help it. Let's add not that one. There's not a lot that'll do that. One going down like this. I don't have any that move like this. Looking at this visual, they just go straight across. So I do this. I'm not really feeling this issue here. That's not a thing that happens. Like I'm just gonna smush this down a lot. And then we're gonna have a bunch of these lines. I'm thinking I don't extrude the legs for like a while, actually. That might be the better way to figure this out. Which I'm gonna have to remake this again. Such a small amount. Just figure out this glob here. Wish I had a side view. Be fine though. Hello, Fahrenheit. Hello. How did you enjoy the speedrun things? I remember watching your first two and you're like, alright, I'm just gonna do one more, and then you did like 5 more. So also my mic audio stuff changed. So if it sounds crackly again for no reason, please let me know. It was addicting. The deer moment. Did you start to get the deer stuff? It didn't seem like you did it on every location you could have. The deer skip. It also seems like you were doing a route. I'm not sure if the route that you were doing was the best one, and that is going through the scavenger toll. I don't think you do that. I think you go left immediately, do one deer ride, then you get to a shelter, you rest there, and then you're doing a deer ride slash glitch through one spot, then farmer raise, and then you're back, and then you do the final deer ride to the end. This is a good spot. There's not a reason not to. You know I think you go through it. There's a shelter next to a bunch of oranges, and it's the deer ride. So you drop down from above, you fall into water, and you then go to the right, then you go up to the left, and it's a deer ride there, and then there's a shelter there. It's that shelter that I like to rest at. Otherwise, the other thing you can do is you can just go straight to the shelter where the subterranean is, and then go back to the farmer raise one. Those are the ones that I like to do, is either that one or the one next to Subterranean Echo. And the one across the scavenger toll, I feel like I don't like it as much. Like, it's not that bad, but there's just something about it that makes me not like it. I guess you get to it, and then you only have to do, where you're doing 3 deer rides one way or another. Except all 3 that you deal with, you can just skip by, which is good. I don't remember. I'd have to look at what the best run does, which we can check right now. Is there any... That was the only routing thing I was thinking about. Like, is that how you do that? Snow Boots has a run. I trust none of their decisions, all due respect. They do something a little different entirely. I think they... Actually, no, never mind. I keep thinking like Hunter. Like Hunter, it's different as well. Hunter Pilgrimage also good if you're willing to do Sky Islands to Chimney. Because it's basically the same 4. It is the same 4, except you start in the middle of all of them. And you go straight to Sky Islands. That deer has huge antlers. I've never seen some so far away from his head. Oh, they save in the same shelter you do. But yeah, you can go left the moment you drop down in the farm arrays and you go past where Hunter spawns. And you do that long deer ride there. You have to ride the deer. Which I guess is one of the reasons why you might not want to do it. Let's go look at base game runs. Oh yeah, Ice Tobe runs. There's 2 base game runs right now. Just funny. It is and it isn't. There's always everything. Okay, Some Dingus has the best survivor, which I didn't think they did. But they're down to 37 minutes real time. And this was a year ago. Skylands Echo at 16 minutes. No, they go through the scavenger toll. Never mind. Maybe I'm just used to other ways. I don't ever remember. I never personally went through the scavenger toll. I haven't done a lot of pilgrimage in a while, I suppose so. I should try this run. That seems fun to try that. One deviation. I don't know what you do. Actually, I don't remember what you do. The moment Some Dingus sees the flash on the farm arrays echo, they quit out. Immediately. They don't die, they quit out, and then they go back in. Yeah, you definitely can do the slide. I right now it looks like you're doing the route perfectly. Get used to Squid Cicada a little bit more. But you can quit out when you see the echo flash for farm arrays specifically. That's the only one you can do that for. Which honestly, I should do that for 100% too. Yeah, I was trying earlier and I extruded the legs down a lot earlier than I probably should. So we're not going to do that. Just make sure this mirrors real quick. Yep. But how did you like that run? That run seemed alright. The only issues you had were just, like, sometimes when you saw creatures, you didn't do things the best way. Also, yes, goodbye, Timmy. Did I runs before? Yes. You just gotta do the run. And then it'll make more sense over time. Because figuring out what's a good thing to do is always good. So you're on keyboard, right? Or is it controller? I do not remember. Because if you're on keyboard, I forget if you rebound things at all. And if you have a roll button. and that's the only thing that I wasn't sure about. You do have a roll button. Okay. If you're in depths, just use the roll button, especially after you're past the Guardians. If you were not already. I wasn't able to see all of it, but there was definitely a lot of places you should have been using it, at least when you were initially entering depths. Because there's a lot of just one block down spots. Roll button's the best thing for depths, especially. Even if you can't use it anywhere else, if you can use it there, it works well. Thinking of something else that I was gonna say. Using it does get more comfortable navigating dark. Yes. Just knowing where things are is big. The more annoying things to me to move around is early on when you're like on top of the urn, whatever stuff, where there's like slopes and weird geometry. You gotta jump, and if you fall down, you gotta crawl through the whole thing. You really don't want to fall there if you can help it. And figuring that out is good. I don't think we need to go over anything like crazy unless you really want to do extra stuff, like doing back throws off of slides instead of just jumping out of the slide, pouncing out of the slide jump. Yeah, whatever. Get the idea. Because there's some places that can be very useful. And just knowing where that is and trying for it is also good. Do I want to... Not that. Not that. I don't think I really have any reason to move anything. I like this over here. It needs to be like right here on the hip. This vertice. This is the most important part in the whole mesh, as far as I'm concerned. Binary consistent for me yet. So, understanding positions where you should use it and just attempting to do that then is one of the biggest things for me. So there's one spot in depths I'm going to point out for you that you get to do every single time you go down there. And it is the most useful back throw that you can do probably in the game that involves depths. So it is this one. Right after the X room, you can back throw anything, at which point you will then put this down. You will then have the ability to jump out of the end of it and then roll on top of the urn and jump across the gap you normally have to slow pounce across. So that's probably one of the best back throws you can do because it skips a whole setup for a normal pounce, and you can't really do a backflip there, where normally if you could help it, you would use backflips instead of pounces. I still don't really know if a normal pounce or a backflip is better, but it feels like it because you're already going that way. There's some places where you definitely set up normal pounces when you should probably be doing backflips or trying to slide jump over it. Backflip into roll into jump out of it is what I mean. And then yeah, the biggest thing that I at least was able to see while I wasn't working on stuff was just understanding the squid cicada. The squid cicada should never get tired. and getting used to. I like to kind of rush it, and so I don't really care what Squizicate I get, or I get one. So you know where Kavea plays. It doesn't play for us because we're going right to left. But if you go left to right, it plays. It's right near the shelter that's close to Chimney Canopy. There's a lot of Squidcicadas that hang up near there. Sometimes going up there to get a Squidcicada instead of going out of the way off to where the popcorn and the lizards are to get a Squidcicada, because that's only going to be the white Squidcicada. It's not always going to be there. Could be in the other rooms off to the left. But that area where it's kind of like it curls up inside, right when it curls up on the inside like a snail shell. I don't know how to explain it. Usually all of the Squidcicadas are up in there in that room, and you pass by right there. It's better to get a squid there. I always grab the first one I get, even if it's the dark one. The dark one will get tired in 3 quick jumps. So just don't really jump. And then if you need to jump, you just do the one jump and you make sure it's steady and directly above you. Every time I jump with a Squidcicada, that's important. I make sure that I'm entirely not moving and it's directly above me. You will know when it's tired because if the Squidcicada is anything but directly above you, consider it being about to be tired. And if you jump one more time, it will become just sleepy, and then you either wait, you hold it and you wait till it's not tired anymore, or you throw it and you pick it back up again immediately, and then it's not tired anymore immediately. That is a thing you can do. You'll more likely lose the Squidcicada, but those are just some ideas initially. Hmm. Do do. Yeah. I've done a lot with Squidcicada because that used to be the Pebbles percent run. Is just using a Squidcicada, so it just makes sense over time. And I'd rather see people do it right than do it wrong a bunch of times, and then it just gets annoying. Ooh. Hmm. But yeah, the two biggest things that get people with Squidcicadas is they consider, oh, the Squidcicada is flying and I'm holding it. I can just jump and it's fine. When if the Squidcicada is anything but directly above you, it's not always going to give you the same height. And then if you're moving left or right when you jump, just naturally as you're holding a Squidcicada, it can slightly pull you off the ground when you're moving left or right. And if you try to jump when that happens, you will not get any height at all. When you expected to get some. So there's certain states, and you need to pay attention to how your slug cat and the squid's doing. In a lot of cases, the better idea is to pretend you're not a slug cat anymore and you're the squid cicada. So look at the squid cicada, not the player. It's not always that'll be useful, but in some situations it is. Just there's the other part of if you're holding a squid cicada, the squid cicada is invincible. Nothing can take it out of your hands except a vulture, and it cannot be killed unless it's stabbed by something. So a lizard, if it's trying to bite you, it's just going to bite the squid cicada and fail. Although it's still going to go for you more. But don't worry about the squid being taken out. Drop on the origin. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm kind of thinking and saying these things for. Hmm. I'm just thinking about this. This curving outwards is unhappy to me. I don't like that. There's already like too much here in some ways. I mean, yeah, I always want to talk about this kind of thing. That avoids the squid for everything. Yeah, there's ways to do all of that stuff without using a squid. At no point in Rain World do you ever need a creature to help you. Well, that's not entirely true, but there's some grapple places in um Underhand. Going left to right on Underhang you can't really do reasonably as Survivor. Survivor Hunter Monk. I think this is my optimal mesh. Oh, it didn't apply. Oh, this is too much. Don't want this. It's going to need more, but not too much, really. I need to bring these lines in. It's going to be a lot softer than how this is, actually. Why not? Well, while we're at it, let's delete all of this. I don't need to worry about that. Let me actually save this. Oh, everything froze when I'm trying to save it. Okay, it just closed the save menu. Save, there we go. I think we're literally just gonna extrude this. This blobuloid is how I want to do it. Okay, I'm saying it again. I've said it before. The thing I'm doing right now is I'm staring at another model, and I'm staring at some of the more important points of the model, and I'm trying to, like, kind of copy it. So the most important point is this one, and so I'm trying to find what is the equivalent of this line here. What is happening? How did this happen? How long ago did that happen? Accidentally deleted that, apparently. Just trying to figure out where certain lines are. We're going to mirror, then we're going to apply, and then we're going to delete the other half. And then we're going to mirror again, because I like editing this half more than the other half. Okay, my timer to stop working has gone off. I am not going to stop working though, because I feel so close to getting what I actually want. How much of this should be extruded? Pretty much all of it. Maybe not this. Deal with this later. I feel like this was a mistake. Hmm. thinking about this a bit more. Let's do it from here so you still get the front roundness and the back roundness. Water time. I'm almost out of water. So they've changed the stream manager layout. But when will they make it so I can hide channel point redeems on chat? And okay. Go a little overtuned. I'm more kind of looking over here at this line than over here. It's because this whole body is tilted slightly instead of looking directly at the camera. Oh. You hurt me. You hurt me, reference creator. I should have added these lines in the front a while ago, but I'm just thinking about them now. We need to close this gap later, but I want it bigger for now so I can actually edit it. Many vertices really go through this. Oh! I'm not even purposely trying to do the same geometry. Oh, it isn't the same geometry. These are the same lines, which is unhappy to me. this curve going off this way and this curve going up this way are the same lines, and I don't know how I feel about that. It's gonna limit some movement, I'm realizing. All right, maybe it doesn't matter. I'm not sure. I'm gonna move the microphone back. I think I've got to move this down and add a bunch of lines in the middle if I want that to be different. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I just need to think about this because that's a lot lower. There's so much detail in the crotch in this other model, or at least there's just a lot more vertices than mine. I have to manually add them too. How do we feel about side of the body? Side really doesn't need that much. I don't like how this other model does things in the side, really. Huge weakness point in that one vertex on their model. Maybe I shouldn't copy this one in terms of basic geometry. I'm not really copying it anyway. Other than this point, basing everything around that, which I kind of need to do. I don't know how to get around that. So this loop here is the one I want to work on. Because I want that to be smoother. Smooth vertices is doing the opposite if I wanted to.
Back! Back, you maniacs!
Oh, oh. Hello, Counter Kitty. Hello. How are you doing? Did you win? Did you win Dark Souls? Hello. No winning in sight. Oh no. I love Grunt. I wanted to do it first. It's so hard. Crotches are so hard to actually make it move correctly when you're actually moving your legs. So you're not like moving this leg and half your body just this just moves also and then doesn't make sense. Stop saying these things. But yes, hello Oten, Fave Shadow, Counter Kitty, Sopa Cosmica. But I'm trying to set up a good way to do this. God, it is hard to move correctly. Okay, we'll move on. But I'm thinking about how I want to do geometry here. I'm thinking if I could get one of these in, but that doesn't really work. I think I'm in not the greatest position to add the vertices I want. Actually, that's fine. So this would be those ones. I'm looking at another model on my other screen. Calm down. Okay. So the biggest thing right now is this crease here and this point right here. Because if you'll notice, I extruded this blob out for the leg. I'm keeping it kind of weird right now so I can edit it easier. I'm not smoothing everything out because right now it's the geometry and the flow of the nodes that matter. And I'm thinking I'm going to smush these down into the geometry the more and more I look at it, because these need to these need to move. Also, I didn't say, I'm sorry. Hello everyone, I'm Ice37. I normally do speedruns of Rain World. I was just doing Rivulet a bit ago in that game. And now I'm doing 3D modeling. This is a commission for White Paws. I have been working on for a little bit. I set up the skeleton and now I'm going to be making the model around it, which normally I don't know if people do that, but I'm finding it to be a little bit better so I know how I want to base it, especially with a reference that makes 0 sense. So that's where we're at. I think I'm going to move this line up so it's in line with this curve over here. I think we want to smush this whole line here over to the right as well. This point is terrible in every way, and I did this to myself. Oh. How do I want to do this? Bring that over. Bring it like this. Touch the whole line. Bring it over. We'll worry about the top later. Trying to see this shape here. And we're trying to have as straight as lines as we can possibly get. The one that's actually going through it, I probably want to move off to the side a bit. Everything off to the right here. I think we're gonna want to do one of these. Everything's a bit messed up right now. It's okay. I've added some vertice lines that really don't need to be there right now. Some of these lines are like bolder than others, and it kind of annoys me. Because it feels like maybe there's things offset. Okay, I'm already noticing something I don't like. And I want to see if I can fix that. So if I delete these vertices and I bring it down, so what I want to try to do here is combine these two, is what I'm going to do. Please don't crash. It's thinking about it. Hello, variable Y. Hello. I'm figuring out what topology is, because I don't know. This is about Rain World. I'm not on art. No. Why didn't it save? I'm on art now. The title saved, but it didn't save it was on art. Hello, OmniRig. We were doing Rain World. I did speedrun the Rivulet story. Um, but now we're doing this, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to do geometry. It's a very interesting part. Can't watch your one without getting spoilers. How much have you been able to play? Is the question. $0 minutes? Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't watch anything. In the case you do spoil yourself at anything, under no circumstances can you watch anything to do with Saint. That's the only thing. It's the only rule. If you spoil yourself for Rain World, don't spoil yourself for Saint. It's got a new SSD if it games on a computer again. Oh, very cool. Saint is green. No. Not if I have anything to say about it. Yeah, we're making white paws. It's a commission I got. Taking real spoiler. Well, don't watch someone play Saint. Not even a minute. So right now I'm a bit happier with this, but I'm also not at the same time. How are we gonna connect this? Disembodied crotch, whatever shall we do? New set of levels. It might as well be a different game, yeah. So base game has Monk, Survivor, and Hunter, and then the DLC adds, oh, I'm already forgetting the order. You'll see them: Artificer, Gourmand, Spearmaster, Rivulet, and Saint. And there are 9 of them in total. Took 5 years to make, pretty much. So the DLC is originally a mod. And was going to release as a mod, but then became Downpour. Did the playlist end? I do love this song. And how it goes. Do, do, do. Officially. A lot of good things have come from it existing officially, in my opinion. That's a little bad. No good things for the speedrun moderation, and it's so many bad things. They still haven't gotten to be back on my support ticket on speedrun.com. So it's just that the game added an in-game timer, and it's a bit annoying. Also because the game's different enough from the base game, we made a leaderboards for base game and for the Downpour DLC. That's not a bad thing, but We just gotta make sure everything's correct. Seems old school for a speed run. I mean, what's wrong with that? Makes it easier to tell what actual gameplay is. Doesn't Dark Souls use in-game timer? I need to fix the top the same way I did the bottom for this to work. I already forget what I did. Oh, goodness. Still ranks to the in-game timer. We had a timer that also compensates for lag, but we decided not to go forward with that because there's certain things that are purposefully lagging the game for our advantage, and that isn't a good thing because that just messes up the timer entirely. How does this point work? So it goes like this, and then this. Severely lag compensated timer, yes. And we'd rather just not deal with that. How do I even do this? Isn't it already right? I don't know. I need to delete two vertice lines, and it's probably going to be this one and this one. That doesn't look great right now. Beautiful. All right, now we need to actually push everything back so it actually doesn't look like it's bent entirely crooked. Oh, but we did that right. That looks so much better. This curve line here, I just gotta like smush this line down into... What's going on here? I gotta smush this down. While keeping this in line is the idea. Am I already doing this wrong? Because I want this to connect and go this way too. Sick. Let me just keep doing this. Let's delete these. Subdivide. It's gonna have a triangle. I think it's fine if I have a triangle. Really? Doesn't mean I like it though. So I want to look at that again. Why don't I just merge those? Oh, you don't need to at me. I will see it eventually. So did you take classes for 3D modeling? So I took so I'm very proficient in engineering 3D modeling, which is nothing like animation, which I did take a class on and otherwise work with. But I also took a an animation modeling class that was in Maya, and it was okay, but it's like an introduction at a college that doesn't have anything more than the introduction. Um, so it isn't great, but for the past, I think it's been 2 years now, I've been streaming myself 3D modeling. And so the model I have here, as well as all the other stuff, I've made all of the slug cats from Rain World, and those are all as VTubers as well. Um, I just would work on models over time, and a bunch of the throwables you see in channel point rewards as well. Although I want to make more, I want to make all the lizards. I feel like would be fun, at least some of them. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Didn't make the box. That was stock of the program. At school class in AutoCAD, high school class in AutoCAD. Final year was a model that animate and train set. Didn't really do anything with animation. It was more just the rendering in mind. Autodesk CAD, yes. Seems like a strange thing to have a animate a train set. Okay. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. It's gonna mess up everything underneath it, even if it makes that layer fine. 3D CAD's such a bad place. Is it though? Insanely expensive. It is not good that way, yeah. SolidWorks license is insane. It's yearly as well. That's for engineering modeling, though. I know SketchUp's trying to be like an engineering modeler, I believe. SketchUp's a weird one. I wouldn't really use SketchUp. At least I wouldn't really use it back when I used it a long, long time ago. They've probably updated a lot, and it's probably pretty okay as an engineering modeler. The main thing to know the difference between engineering modeling and animation modeling is how much do I care about the exact position of all of my vertices. Generally, you're not touching vertices in engineering modeling. It's okay that that's separated. I'd have preferred if it didn't, but what you gonna do? Don't take anything I'm doing as the best way to do things, but I do have to say I feel as though I've been getting a lot better at these. Consider the off-brand CAD programs more. I mean, like what? SolidWorks is pretty good, even if it's kind of trash sometimes. Um, there's some not good things about SolidWorks. Solid Edge. I don't know what that is. Crashes all the time. I used to crash SolidWorks pretty decently. I found a consistent crash on SolidWorks as well. If you're doing an engineering drawing and you have a call out for a hole, which I forget what it's called now that I'm not looking at it. A center mark. If you have a center mark, you delete the center mark and then add another center mark over it and then save. It will crash 100% of the times. So that's really annoying when a center mark breaks and you have to delete it and then replace it with another one because it doesn't know where it's connected to, but it also still knows where it's connected to. So you have to delete it, save, and then put it on, and then save again, and then it'll be okay. Otherwise, it will crash. Also, if you're doing parametric modeling, which is the you have a sheet of variables that you can change, and it changes the size of different parts automatically, which is a very good way of doing things. I started to like it a lot more the more I worked with it. Um, if you can only have so many variables, so there is a cap, and the fact there is one at all is terrible. Although honestly, the worst technology thing that it was ever encountered when I did a lot of work with 3D modeling is the fact that we had so many folders within folders of stuff that the character limit for launching an item in like the file manager was beyond 256, so it just wouldn't open it. Why Windows? There even is supposedly a fix, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. The workaround is you pretend a drive is one of those folders and you just open from that folder initially and it thinks it's like your X drive or whatever. Also, the geometry is good now. Other than the fact that, yeah, it's still kind of everywhere. We need to tighten stuff up and then add more vertices as well. So Ice Fantasy Star is having another event for Valentine's Day, which is in 1 week. I think the equivalent, I don't know what they're doing special, but there's gonna be another. Did you see the Santa Rappy? We found a Santa Rappy, by the way. But there's gonna be a Valentine's Day Rappy. Today's Valentine's Day again? I don't know. The 14th. Didn't see the Santa Rappy. Yes. Yeah, we did find it. 14th is a Wednesday? I thought it was always Monday. Valentine's Day. Was it days confused? Okay. I think I'm done for today. Actually no. We're gonna keep going. I need to make this kind of presentable. So yeah, whenever that starts, I'll probably play it. I think that'll be fun. I forget what level you are, but we're legitimately at a very good spot level wise. There's only 4 people. It's kind of sad. We probably could play one of the modern ones if we really wanted to. Because there's PSO Universe, which is like current, I think no, it's PSO 2. I don't know which one universe is. PSO 2 is current. Which, I don't know, maybe it's alright. I looked at the weapons a bit, and it's basically the same weapons in our game. I think the stuff in... Oh yeah, straight up, I think it was Sheldon who found it. Probably the rarest item we'll probably ever find. Sheldon pulled Last Survivor, which is a sword we have a bunch of. But the thing about it is, it has 100% on a beast. I've never seen anything over like 55, 60. And he pulled a 100% A beast on a rare item. So now Crab has that because he's the Beast Slayer. So it's a pretty good sword, and it's got 100% on A beast. So doesn't have any hit, which is unfortunate. And it only works for things on A beast. But if we're doing episode 1 caves, Crab kills everything. Gambler time? I don't see what gambling would help. But yeah. So the thing about that is, we were in an area where it's literally impossible to get that percentage. However, at any point, an item can be considered rare. So if you get like a blue item with the question marks on it, and then you tech it, it can be considered rare. And so can the legendaries. I don't know what the percentage of a thing being considered rare on top of it already being like a rare item is, but it's probably 5 or less percent. And then it's 0.1% to get the 100% on top of that. So they had to get the rare drop, have it be considered rare, and then they got a 0.1% on a roll. Which the rare drops like 1 in 500 already. It's like 1 in 200 actually. I forget what I got it from. I should have fully tried to figure out the math. Nothing said what considered it to be rare, because normally drops in every area, depending on the area, it already tells you what percentages can be rolled from it potentially. But if it's rare, it can be anything. Which is why it's insane. Also, speaking of that, we should start taking normal items and teching those. Just a normal question mark, just to see what it is. Don't fully understand the odds, really. So one thing that I found annoying was if you kill a creature, there's a chance to drop an item. And then once it drops an item, it then has a chance to be rare. To be the rare item that creature can drop in that area and that difficulty. And then if it's a question mark item, or if it's really any item, whether it be the rare item or just any other item, depending on the area and the difficulty, it can do 3 rolls for what kind of pool of percentages it can possibly get. It doesn't start showing up hit doesn't really start showing up till very hard, or unless you're in really late areas in hard. I feel like hit's good, but there's also a point where it kind of doesn't matter as much. And I'd rather have something really high percentage on something. But of course hit will matter. There is definitely going to be a point where we probably don't care as much. Just if we keep doing and playing for a really long time, of course it's going to matter. Because there'll be a point where your stats are going to be most of the damage, and that the damage added by the weapon isn't going to matter as much, if that makes sense. So that's why the hit will matter, because you care about actually hitting the thing more than before. So, like, people will take worse weapons that just have a lot of accuracy. Okay. Talked enough about that. Also, so I'm gonna send you something. Something I didn't notice till right when we stopped playing. So one thing that really annoyed me was there's drop rate and then there's rare drop rate, and it won't even roll the rare rate until it rolls the drop rate, and that succeeds. Right? Does that make sense? So the drop anything rate, if that makes sense. So you kill a creature, it rolls if it's going to drop anything at all. And then after that, it's going to roll if it's going to be rare. So you want to fail the regular drop? No, you don't. You want to succeed that. There's no point where that is a good thing if you fail that. But I found it so hard, I couldn't find anywhere to find what the drop rate was. This one isn't doing it. So go to this, scroll down to the rare drops chart, and now just hover over any of the percentages. Any of the, like, 1 out of 213. You're looking right now. So if you hover over it, it tells you the drop rate. And I never knew. And so that's just the drop rate of the Booma. I don't know why that's the only place it says that. Also, you notice it changes, the drop rate changes depending on the difficulty as well. It's just so weird. Hello, Quack Versu. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Right now, I'm cleaning up a model a little bit. that I had to change the topology of pretty drastically. We're making this guy as a commission right now. Kind of a little bit too round, but it makes it easier to edit. Ultimate Booma looks scary. You haven't seen any of the Ultimate stuff yet, have you? Yeah, it'll be interesting. The game changes drastically in Ultimate. Oh, Dance Man. I think I'm gonna worry about the details on this one later. I'm gonna do a smooth vertices and I'm gonna stop caring. Actually, I kind of do care that those are in line. Is there anything else? This kind of diverged and I don't really like that. Yeah, let's just roll with it. I shouldn't have it do that till later. That one we're still kind of just blocking it out mostly. Whoopsie. What? Weird. This might make stuff not look great, but I'd rather it not look great right now than not look great later. Why isn't this doing anything? Hello, Sneak Dog. Did you win Monster Hunter Rise? Soon I will be winning Monster Hunter World. Weird. It's like bold, and then it's like not bold. Okay. I will deal with this later. I'm starting to like the basic topology and how things are flowing. I'm gonna keep it not proportional to how it's actually going to be for a little while. I will stream Thor's Day. Oh. But first, we're gonna find someone to raid. Mostly because it's always someone different to raid on these times. Should I raid a Rainworld person? Someone who I've never raided before playing Unravel 2? Or Cult of the Lamb? Never seen or interacted with. Let me poke them. You kinda know them, but you probably don't actually. Also, they have the same naming thing I was talking about. But it's Bit Bunny. Bit Bunny is playing video games with a real raccoon, which is one of the... They're both people that play with Snipey. Video games. I've never seen Unraveled, but it seemed pretty cool. There appears to be a chicken. That's a turkey. It's not a chicken. Alright, I will stream Thursday. You don't need to go through the raid if you don't want to. But thank you all for watching. Goodbye.